Hi friends, welcome to Spirit Says So Tarot for another timeless reading. This one is called The War of the Roses, and I'm not basing it on the House of Lancaster and the House of York from the 1400s. Nope. I am actually basing it on the 1980s movie The War of the Roses. So what this is actually about are couples that have been together. So instead of doing a soulmate reading or a when will you meet the love of your life reading, Spirit has come to me and has provided me with all kinds of messages that need to get out for those couples that are staying together for other reasons than true love or true passion. I don't want to say that you may be staying together for the wrong reasons because, well, that's just a matter of perspective, and my opinion really doesn't matter. This is, again, all about Spirit wanting to bring in messages to those of you who are sticking it out in your relationship for more reasons than the love aspect of it. So with that said, we're going to do 3 timeless readings as usual, and of course I'll have the timestamps down below. And we're going to draw 3 oracle cards to get us started, and this is the Sultry Oracle. Spirit, would you please provide divinely guided messages for my friends who are watching this timeless reading at the time that they are viewing, at the time that they were guided to view this message. What do they need to know about their relationship with their spouse or significant other that they have been connected with for a very long time, and things may be content or not? Well, we have 3 right here. All right, reading 1 is going to start us off with unique gifts. And of course, what would War of the Roses be if I didn't introduce roses to help draw you to what reading you'd like? So we have the yellow rose. Reading 2 is magic. And we are going to bring in the red rose with magic. Reading 3, initiative. And we have this beautiful blue rose. So I'm going to go ahead and take the camera off of this. Try not to give you motion sickness. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a moment to take a look at your reading options. And of course, you are welcome to check out 2 or all 3 of the readings. Not every person is going to resonate with these readings at all times, and it would be a little freakish if you did. So whatever reading resonates to you the most, please check it out. Check out all 3. You might grab pieces from all 3 to create your story. And for those of you that like to stick around while I do the shuffling and drawing, I do have a couple of announcements. So the first one is I want to just remind everyone that we will be having a drawing on September 19th for 3 lucky subscribers to receive free private readings. And it's going to be Celtic cross style. And with that said, directions for that are also going to be down below. And the other announcement that I wanted to make was I plan on doing a series of War of the Roses because there are so many different couples in this universe on this earth, because we are actually talking about our physical selves here. This is not a twin flame or a soulmate reading. This is your relationship that you've had for quite some time. And I plan on doing these readings quite often because there have been so many different energies coming into me, and I just feel drawn to do so. So with that said, I have made up some of my own cards to help convey messages from Spirit. And I'm gonna ask for 2 of these cards for each reading. So Spirit, would you please continue to provide guided messages for my beautiful friends watching these readings at the time that they are drawn to watch these readings, about their current relationship. Are they being complacent? Are they sticking the relationship out when there is not love or enough love? So please provide us with divinely guided messages for the highest good. This is for all decks. Same intention. Thank you, Spirit. These are, oh, I actually got 3. That's awesome. It was meant to be. All right. And again, Spirit, I ask the same. Please provide divinely guided messages for my friends at the time that they are viewing this reading, when they are drawn to it, about their current relationship, their long-term relationship that they've been in. Thank you, Spirit. And we are going to ask Spirit for the same intention. And we're going to ask for 4 cards for each reading. Spirit, please provide divinely guided messages for the highest good only for my friends at the time that they are guided to watch this reading. Shuffling. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. Spirit, I ask the same intention. We would like 2 cards from this, 3 cards from this deck. Divinely guided messages for the highest good only, please. I apologize for not saying too much. If you're sticking with me, I'm just concentrating and wanting to make sure that I'm getting the messages the Spirit is providing them. And one more shuffle. Do the shuffle. Sorry. Same intention, Spirit. Please provide divinely guided messages for the highest good only. sorry. I feel the need to shuffle again. I'm sorry. Oh no. That's what Spirit said to do. All right. Thank you for your patience if you have been sticking with Spirit and myself while we sort out our readings. So we'll put reading 3 for War of the Roses over here. And reading 2 for War of the Roses. Again, thank you if you have been sticking with me, and if not, well, that's okay too. Alright, so. Thank you, Spirit. Friends, for reading 1, War of the Roses. How is your relationship going when love is not a key factor? You have selected the beautiful yellow rose with unique gifts. Okay, you can see that. All right, so let's dive right into your reading. You have the Lover's card. I think this is going to be one of those readings where I'm going to lay out all the cards first, and then I'm going to bring out the messages that are meant to be heard. You have the Ten of Wands. So I have to say it, somebody's thinking about ending something or walking away, closing a chapter. The Fool. I hope you can see that okay. We have Death, which is closing or ending of a situation and the opportunity for a new situation, but this is kind of like the transitional period. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Page of Pentacles. So new beginning. Usually this is meaning that there might be a new beginning with college, so there might be a scholarship involved. It could also be a new beginning in a homestead, new beginning with a new relationship. It could be a personal relationship or a business relationship. The Pentacles are all about grounding and everything physical on the earth. Six of Swords. Looking for a new direction. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. See that? Okay, this card. I think I said this before, and I apologize. It's hard to use this deck with the lighting because it's very light artwork. It's beautiful, but it's very light. We have the Temperance. Maybe bring it over here. And we have the Ace of Wands. So before I give you the Spirit's message and the messages that I pulled from my personal spiritual messages, or messages that Spirit had drawn me to write, and I'm sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Alright, so again, this is all about War of the Roses. It's about couples who stay together for reasons other than being in passionate love with each other. If you've been married for years and years and years, that's awesome. Congratulations. But there's a message here. And one or both of you are actually ready to bring something to an end. may not necessarily be your relationship itself, but maybe just the way that you've been handling your relationship, and you want to renew yourself. Either you do, my beautiful friend watching this, or perhaps your partner is the one that wants to renew themselves. Now, the position that this card is in guides me to tell me with the Lovers that there is love between the two of you. There is no resentment or hatred. Your relationship is just kind of humdrum. Been together a long time. Maybe your kids have grown and left the nest. Maybe you're just looking for something new for yourself, because you definitely, again, either you or your partner or your spouse wants to close something and then open up a whimsical way of life, at least for a moment, that this is on yours or their mind. You definitely have dreaming going on, you or they, however it resonates. Maybe you suspect that they're not content and they have dreaming going on, but one of you or both of you are definitely looking at other things to do in your life, maybe even in your relationship. So, because the love life is kind of dwindling away, maybe it's all about the passion. And so, you or your significant other, and there's Tucker B, you and your significant other are or have already come to terms that the loving, affectionate, intimate, I'm trying to be very classy, I guess. So there's a phase in your life that's ended, and the relationship isn't over, but a new phase is needing to be started. So one or both or the other is looking again at starting something new with the Page of Pentacles, doing their research, you, them, both of you. It could be that one of you wants to take the other one away on a vacation. One of you has been seriously thinking about trying to spice things up, or again, maybe just start a new chapter in your relationship together. The Five of Pentacles. Now, this is where the opposite of whoever's been having the desire to continue the relationship but in a different fashion, or close it one way but open up another avenue for you. The opposite person is feeling weighed down, out of sorts, maybe needing some guidance. Maybe this is where communication needs to happen. But the Five of Pentacles usually, and most fives, is usually out of sorts, or it's a, I don't want to say a destructive, but it's an interruptive time of life, and you or your mate is not doing well with, they miss the old relationship that you've had all along, I guess is how I want to say it. With the Six of Pentacles, this is time to reflect. So again, with communication and opening up, hopefully either you or the other party will open up to one another and reflect on all of the wonderful times that you've had. That in itself could work wonders on your psyche and just how you feel about each other, and it could spark some new feelings, some renewed feelings. Talking about how you met, or your first date, and what made you laugh at each other, with each other. maybe mutual friends that you guys, can agree upon that were goofy, something that would bring you back to where you used to be when the spark was alive. And temperance is just that is a phase where patience is definitely needed, and maybe you two have been very patient with each other already, and that's already happening. But Spirit is saying that through the transition of wanting to spark things back up or take your relationship in a different path, you both will need some patience and understanding and some tempering, some balancing with that. And as long as you do, the two of you, with the Ace of Pentacles, excuse me, I've got Pentacles on the brain. With the Ace of Wands, the Wands are all about creativity, motivation, and drive, and intuition. And this is about a new beginning. And with communication and patience, you two definitely could spark a new chapter in your life, something new to write about. Again, travel might play a role in this, or maybe taking a course together might play a role in this. And when I say course, yoga actually comes to mind. Doing something as a couple. It doesn't really matter what you take. But I feel like that's the message that Spirit is seeing, that one or the other or both of you are going through this. These thoughts are happening, and they're wanting to guide you towards a continued happy, content relationship. So in closing, let's see what other messages are pulled for you. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. So if it is you, my dear friend, who is actually viewing this, temperance, aka patience, communication, reflection, it's all going to work in your favor. And let's see what else we pulled for you. Blind love. So I feel like the two of you met and were instantly in love without even knowing, without you guys even knowing your true selves yet. I feel like you met when you were young and you fell right in love and you grew together, and you have always loved and cared for each other no matter what. You've stuck by each other, and you just don't have that passion, that youthful passion anymore. One of or both of you want to bring it back, which is awesome. And what good can come of it? So don't be a naysayer is what Spirit and my personal message would be to you. And or the other one, you or your significant other, be open, listen if they're communicating, and ask them to please open up their mind to what you want to communicate to them, and hopefully it will all work out. I do plan on continuing readings very frequently. These are going to be series of War of the Roses. So if this story resonated with you, and it so happens that the similar story picks up where this is left off, and yes, I do keep a journal, and of course I do reflect on my videos as well, so your story very well may be continued. It may not, but if this did not resonate for you, I am sorry, but please check out 2 and 3. Maybe pieces of both of those will. Please like this video, subscribe, share if you think someone else would benefit from it, comment, check out my information down below so you are in the know about free readings that I've got going on and the drawing on September 19th. So you all take care. Until next time, peace. See ya. And if you are sticking with me through these readings, thank you very much. And if you're not, that's quite all right. Go ahead and get yourself something to drink or whatever it is that you would like to get for yourself. And that, my friends, is conclusion of reading 1. So let's thank you, Spirit. Friends, for reading 2, thank you so much for choosing Magic and the Red Rose. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right into the cards, lay them out. I may spew out the messages as I'm feeling them, or I may wait until they're all laid out. But we're starting off with the 6 of Coins. So 6 of Pentacles. So already there's some reflection going on, which of course there would be. The Emperor. The 6 of Swords. Whoops. The Magician. Two of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Cups. And I apologize now for the faint artwork, but it's beautiful, so if you can see it, that's awesome. Four of Cups. King of Swords. Very strong king. Judgment. Five of Cups. And we're going to leave these for a moment later. All right, so there's definitely some reflection going on with you, and I'm not going to lie, I feel like that might even be contributed to you being drawn to this reading. So the 6 of Coins is all about reflection, sharing, and actually receiving. But you are definitely feeling youthful and in a giving mood, but you are doing some reflecting. What you have versus what you're willing to give. You get my drift in the relationship aspect? And then we have the Emperor. Now, this does not necessarily mean that the energy that I'm feeling is directed toward you, my friend, as a male. You could be male or female, but it is a masculine, dominant, strong-willed, very intuitive and got yourself together type of an energy. And you or your significant other, however this resonates, because this could be you or your partner in life. One or two or both of you and there's a child in this particular 6 of Swords. So there is some travel that both of you, I feel like, are thinking about. Now, this could be a getaway to kind of get you out of your humdrum mood. Your humdrum mood right now could be you're not feeling it for each other. But I feel like, and again now, before I even say this, there are absolutely no wrong reasons that Spirit is conveying that you're staying together, okay? We don't judge. We're just conveying messages. So please don't take this as if you're being judged or that you are wrong or that you're right, because it's up to you and your own gut feeling, your own intuition to know what is right and wrong for you. Okay, so these are just messages, but not all Six of Swords has this. So there is a child in the Six of Swords. Usually it is a passenger, just one passenger, and the person who is doing the rowing in the boat. So I feel like because you did get the Six of Swords of this drawn in this position, this is very much on your mind, and actually both of your minds, is your child or your children. And again, that is probably one of the key reasons that you're staying together. You may not be in love with each other, but I do feel like there is care, not only for your children, but for you. You care about your spouse or your partner and vice versa. But I don't feel like you're happy. Spirit is saying that you're not happy. So I'm going to work backwards a little bit with the Eight of Pentacles. I do feel like you both have been working very hard at maintaining your composure, maintaining your livelihood, maintaining your positions in your family unit. Sometimes I feel like you both have been putting your skill at acting at work here with the Magician. The Magician is very, not only intuitive, the Magician is also very skilled. The Magician can also be deceiving. So you might be deceiving one another or your children just because you don't want others to know how you feel within this family unit. And with the Two of Cups, I strongly feel that the reason being is you both feel contractually and spiritually obligated to stay together. So your desire to raise your children together is not the only reason that you're keeping your marriage together. It is you feel, one or both of you, or maybe family unit, your in-laws or your own family might feel like you have an obligation to stay together. There's some very heavy feelings going on here. So with the Four of Cups, definitely looking at things half full. You are being, or maybe you have been the one, however this resonates, offering the other person in this party. Can you see that better? The other person in this marriage or union, yeah, I feel like one of you has been trying to make things work and the other is just not there. You're not having it or they're not having it. The King of Swords. So either you or your person has been trying to maintain their mature composure and kind of been cold. So whoever has been the Magician, and it could be both of you. Both of you could be cold towards each other when the doors are shut and it's just you two, your children aren't around, your other loved ones aren't around. There's no co-workers. Nobody's around. It's just two of you. I feel like it's a cold relationship between two of you the more and more I get into this. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I feel like you're judgmental of each other. You don't let others see that, but you both feel it. You're judgmental of each other. With the Five of Cups, you're focused on one thing here instead of the other things that you've got going on, trying to pick up the spilled cups, trying to maintain the other cup that's back here. You're focused, or your loved one, your other party is focused on one thing only, and that very well could lead back to maybe it is just your children that is giving you the motivation to stay together. And I say that because children are a positive, okay? I don't ever want to convey that sticking it out for your children is a negative, because I don't ever want children to feel like their parents stay together for them and their marriage not working out their fault. So I'm really getting some heavy feelings within this reading, beautiful friends, for two. And as much as I wish that no one would resonate with it, I'm quite certain that there probably are, because the feelings are just very heavy coming in. So let's see what Spirit's message is here, and my message. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So Spirit's message is become more reliant on your intuition. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. So let yourself, release yourself to the universe and surrender yourself. I'm not crying, I promise. Froggy in my throat. Spirit is saying that you two definitely need some spiritual guidance, or one of you do. And communication with your partner that you are physically connected with is very important. And slow down and breathe. So either you or your significant other, oh my gosh, really do just need to maybe think about yourselves. Think about what it is that you truly do want. And it is okay to stay together for the children, but you still need to be happy for yourself and for your partner. It isn't healthy for you or the children. That I am going to say in not a judgmental way, but I feel like you already know it. It isn't healthy for you or the children to stay together if you're not happy. But again, I feel like both of you have been very strong and adamant about not letting your children and others know what's going on, which in itself is not good too, because you're leaving it all inside, except when you're together with each other, and then you might release very negative, resentful, and regrettable remarks. Heart wants what the heart wants. Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to drop that. So in closing, my beautiful friends who were drawn to this reading at this time, I do have announcements that are going to be down below. Please check them out. If this did not resonate with you, I'm kind of happy for you, but please check out 1 and 3. Maybe pieces of all 3 will resonate and build your story. With that said, I will be doing, and this is going to be part of the announcements down below, but just so you're aware, I'm going to be doing frequent War of the Roses readings. Frequent, I can't speak, check-ins. I'm so sorry. Spirits tying my tongue up. Alright, so with that said, friends, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. That's also part of the announcements below. Leave comments, and take care. I will check you later. See ya. Bye. And if you are sticking around with me, thank you. I don't know what the heck's going on with my throat. I feel well, but maybe I'm just a little parched. I need to start bringing some beverage with me. A tasty beverage. All right, so that was the conclusion of reading 2. And on to reading 3, and thank you so much for sticking with me. Everyone, if you haven't and you're coming in a little earlier than a timestamp, that's okay too. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Friends, for reading 3, thank you. You have selected initiative along with the blue rose. And I apologize if you hear my kitty cat or one of my kitty cats in the background meowing, being a pain in the rear end. I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into the cards. And we start out with the Queen of Swords. So right away, someone is a very intuitive, and I kind of feel like a very, as a matter of fact, natured person. And we have the Tower. So I'm just going to keep reading, and then we're going to come back to this. We have the Ace of Wands. I am drawn to this Ace of Wands because it's very yellow. As you see with my desk, I love yellow. It is just a very warming, joyful color. It's an enlightenment color. It also refers to being intellectual too, I feel. With the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands, I very much feel like you as a couple are very, I kind of want to say there's a lot of power going on. I feel a lot of high energy. One or both of you could be a public figure maybe, or you are just very well established in your life. Let's keep going. We've got a lot more to read, but I feel very strong entities in this reading, and I definitely will circle back to the Tower card because there's something here. 3 of Cups. So there is some emotional support going on for one or both of you. Perhaps the two of you are supporting each other emotionally as well. The 5 of Swords, or maybe not. There is an intellectual struggle going on that may or may not be between the two of you. It could be that this is why we also have the 3 of Cups here, because maybe the two of you are agreeing on something, and the struggle is the two of you with others, or one of you with others, but either you or your significant other is being supportive. So let's keep going, because there's a lot here. Strong, challenging, intellectual entities. Wow. So the Ace of Swords. All right. So you two, and this may not resonate with everybody, but both of you are very much air signs. Okay, I can't tell. I'm not being shown who is who, but I almost feel like because you do have the power, the intellect, intuition, I feel like you're Geminis, both of you. And perhaps that's what the struggle is real between the two of you, because you two are just so much alike. I haven't forgotten about the Tower. All right, Strength. I love this Strength card, and I apologize. The other two readings, I've had the same issues. I bring it back for lighting purposes. I hope you can see this. It's very beautiful, very colorful. She's just standing there, just holding the jaw of the lion, and the lion has the oracle under him. So I just find it very fascinating. So Strength. So again, this is just reiterating that the two of you are very strong-willed, strong-minded. Justice. I'm just mesmerized by these cards. I apologize for my hesitation when I flipped these over. I did that in the other two readings too. Again, beautiful card. I hope you can see it. So I'm going to come back to Justice, the Tower. And I am ashamed. I'm not wearing my glasses, and at a glance, I did not look at, I looked at this. This is actually the Page of Cups. So this is changing, so I'm really glad that I didn't go too far into the Tower, because it's not the Tower. Oh my gosh. Wow. My intuition made me take a double take on that. And I don't wear my glasses very often during these readings, because quite honestly, I see better without them typically. I can read the words better, but obviously that one's very tiny. So, and that's what I'm going with. That's the story I'm sticking with. Spirit forgives me, so I hope you do too. All right, so we have the Empress. Wow, again, beautiful. Sorry, just mesmerized. Gonna bring the Empress back for perspective. Okay. Page of Swords. Dang it, with these swords. All right. I'm just going to start calling you my Geminis. I could be wrong, and please let me know in the comments below if I am, because I'm not going to keep doing that. Because we will be doing frequent War of the Roses readings, and these stories very well may continue from episode to episode, which is how I'm going to be labeling this. So, all right, and again, I feel like a senior moment happened there, but this is the Page of Cups. So this kind of changes the heavy feeling that I was getting with the Tower. You actually, as this power couple that I very much feel strongly about, there is love between the two of you. But not much. Not much. You care about each other. And I say this because you do have the Three of Cups, which Three of Cups is, again, a happy, emotional, you have support. So I feel like the two of you do support each other. You do care about each other very much, so you do listen to each other. You have a bond. You initiate with each other. I feel like almost, if not every other day, you initiate a conversation. The message coming in from Spirit right now is just kind of a, hey, how you doing? How are things going? You know, that's where your relationship is. So with that said, okay, So chalices, so I misspoke again. So I feel like a real right now. And don't take offense to that because I don't. We all have to have humor. And I'm going to say this right now, loves. If you can't take a joke, then I'm sorry. But I'm not going to apologize for having a sense of humor. So anyway, so now, yeah, so these are the cups. So one or both of you is or are looking for love. And that could be with each other, or it could be maybe you're looking to have a new interest come in. It could be maybe not even a romantic love interest, but maybe you are looking for some kind of an emotional attachment to create for yourself or yourselves to not only maybe get closer together if that's not the direction you all want to go in, but look at his little puppy in this card here. You all are looking at maybe adopting a puppy or maybe adopting a child even. Yeah. So getting back to, we're in conclusion with the cups, or at least for now. You as a power couple, you do support each other, you do care about each other, you just don't have a lot of passion. It could be because you're beyond that phase in your life and you don't care to have a romantic, passionate life. And yes, folks, that is possible. So, no judging, okay? The heart wants what the heart wants, which is actually something that was read in reading 2, which would connect with this one. But we're not there yet with the readings that I selected for the end. So you're both strong, oriented, emotionally, strength oriented emotionally and intellectually. Again, with the air signs. So the struggle maybe you have with each other or with yourselves, maybe, is whether or not you or the other person is not really supporting bringing a new love interest into your relationship, into your world. Again, I kind of feel like this is very much a power couple that these energies are related to. So the reasons that you two might be sticking together again might have to do with finances or business, or you just know each other so well. You fit together that way. It could be the positions that you're holding in life, and others may look up to you. They may see you two as having spiritual goals, and you may have people that follow you. I really feel like you all have a lot of reasons to stay together. It's just passionate love is not one of them. And you know, again, that's okay. If you heard me in the beginning, I don't judge. There's nothing wrong with reasons. There's really no right or wrong reason for me to say about your relationship, because it's your choice and it's your gut feeling, your intuitive guidance that you seek that will give you the mindset of is what you're doing wrong or is it right. Okay, so it's not for anybody else to judge. So anybody leaving comments, really, I hope you're being nice about anyone that this may resonate with. So let's see. True manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. So Spirit is saying, oh, and I chipped, no, I didn't chip you. Spirit is saying that one or the other or both, they are fully aware that you both are manifesting a desire to seek out other forms of love and something else that's going to pull on your heartstrings. I just thought of a heart-shaped anything with a string attached. It could be a balloon or, you know, whatever. But Spirit is saying that you are, or maybe you need to manifest your desires. And it does help. Communicating your desires with each other is very highly recommended by Spirit. And maybe pray together, maybe ask Spirit yourself for guidance. Maybe you already have. And with that, you both will conclude how your relationship will move forward, and both of you will feel justified in the decision that is made about bringing on this new love, interest, journey, scenario. Again, it could be adopting a child, a pet. You know, I don't want anyone just coming into this to think, oh my God, she's promoting third-party love triangle parties. No. I mean, if that's all what you want, that's fine, but I'm not promoting it. Just make myself clear. And the Empress here. So again, very strong entities with the Empress, the Queen of Swords, the Justice, and then the Page of Swords, seeking, researching what it is that you're desiring, which if you're adopting a child or wanting to, you got to do a lot of research. Adopting a pet, you need some research, but it's not as heavy packaged, I guess, as adopting a child. I'll quit jibber jabbering now. All right, so I think this is Spirit's message to me to keep out of it. Maybe that's Spirit's message to you to tell others who may be challenging the two of you to keep out of it. So whoever's challenging one or both of you, they need to mind their own business. And love is strong. So with the Three of Cups and the fact that you want to seek other love, love is strong between one or both or the other, but definitely wants to seek new love. Maybe it is new passion. There's nothing wrong with that either. But definitely communicate, collaborate, and you will have this rainbow. And anything that you do will be for the highest good of all. So that's where we're going to leave this beautiful message. My power couple. I'm probably going to name you if you come up again in the next reading or two. So you all take care. Thank you so, so much for your patience and all my little quirkiness, my mistakes. But we're not perfect. I am genuine. I'm authentic. I don't edit. So there's that. Please check out the announcements below. I am a little parched, so I'm not going to waste any more of your time other than say, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like my video. Thank you so much. You all take care. Until next time. See ya. Bye.